Hi everyone. So we are round two. We left off with the dough for the roll. So as you look and see, you can see the dough has risen up and it's like probably pretty much double. So we're gonna get that out and we're gonna work on making that into loaves. You can see our meatballs are all cooked over here. You gotta get off that phone, girl. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit of more flour on here so I can work this. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna cut this into probably about 4 pieces. What we're gonna do is just make these into 2 loaves. And they do look small, but I'm sure once they get in the oven, they're gonna get bigger then. So I'm just gently making them into like a little roll. It's kind of hard to roll with the flour on them, so I'm just kind of shape them. And then we'll make one more. Add this in. So we have our 3 or 4 loaves. And all I'm gonna do is brush them with a little bit of olive oil. There's a pastry brush. And we're just gonna brush them down. All right. So, see, I'm going to keep a little distance between them because they're going to keep getting bigger as they cook. So there's our 4 loaves. I keep saying 3. Just going to let that sit just a little bit. So we're going to cook them off. And then eventually I'm actually going to make meatball sandwiches out of them. So I have some sauce going. I have some cheese here. And that's actually for dinner for us tonight. But anyway, so now we're going to work on doing the bagels because I want to do that. So this is going to be a part 1 of the bagels, and then we'll work on the other part tomorrow. So 1 1/4 cup of warm water again. We're going to go through the same process as we did before. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put that in the mixer. And we're going to do the same thing as we did before. We're going to do the sugar. And we're going to do the yeast, which I put the yeast back. I have to get that back out. So the sugar is 3 tablespoons. Get that going again. And 3. Again, we're going to put that on, get that dissolved in there. Put these in. We're going to put them in the oven now. And we're going to measure our flour. So the flour is 4.5 cups of flour. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. We might be needing a little bit more. Probably gonna put one more because it says 4.5. So we're gonna go a little bit more with the flour. Probably gonna go another about a cup. And there's our 4 cups of flour. We're gonna again let our yeast dissolve in there. Let's stir that sugar up one more time. And a tablespoon of yeast goes in there. And the same thing, remember guys, we just float that on top. Just a little bit of floating in there. So I'm just gonna take the yeast. And a tablespoon, and we're just gonna again float it on top. And let that dissolve. So we have our water, our yeast, our sugar, and then we're gonna do the same thing almost like we did for the bread. We're gonna need some oil and some salt. So we can set that up. I am using bread flour for this also, whereas the other one was all-purpose flour. So the salt, I'm just going to put it right into the flour, so it's a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to just add that right to this. And I'm just going to mix that in. And then we just need 2 tablespoons of oil. And I'm going to use the olive oil again. And we're going to set that up ahead of time also. Put that in right in this cup. So really, that's all the ingredients we need for this. So we just have to wait for that yeast to dissolve, and then we have everything we have for the waffles or the bagels ready. So again, the bagels are just the same thing: warm water, yeast, sugar, bread flour, salt, and some oil, and that's it. And then what we'll do is wait for that yeast to dissolve, then we can add our flour. We'll do that again a little at a time, and then we'll get working on that. Bread's looking good. So tomorrow we'll work on doing the bagels. So does anybody know how the bagels are supposed to be done? Well, we boil them. So we're gonna boil the bagels, and then we're gonna bake them. So that's a little different. So we take them, we boil them, we flip them, and then we will bake them on a tray. And then if we want to put something on them, we can season them. We'll I don't think we really have a lot here. Maybe some garlic, or maybe some the salt. I think we do have some dried onion flakes. I can maybe crush some of them up, put them on. And I don't think I have poppy seeds or sesame seeds, but that's something else you can put on the bagels. And we'll work on them tomorrow, have them all ready to roll. All right, so at this point, this is almost dissolved. I'm actually gonna put my sauce on for my meatballs.
Show them. Show them.
So the meatballs are here. So what we did is we browned them in the pan, and then we baked them on a tray for a while and let them cook through. And then Sarah has her own meatballs here. So they're all ready to go. We're just waiting for our rolls, and we will be having some meatball parm heroes tonight. That's what the plan is. Stir the sauce up. All right, and let that go just a little bit longer. Oh, Mom's got her new mask in the mail. Homemade.
Mom, say hi.
They're neat.
Say hi.
They're neat masks. What's that, a soccer one? Wow. Look at that. How do they feel? Good? Yeah. All right. So does anybody like meatball sandwiches? Do they like it? It can't be any better than having the roll made from scratch that day and the actual meatballs made the same day. So actually this is the first time for me too, because I never made my own hero rolls. I've made bread, but I never made my own hero rolls, so this is a whole new thing to do for us tonight. And let's hope they all come out. So just show you how the rolls are looking. You can see. Look at how they're cooking up. They're already touching each other.
Wow. Interesting.
So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start mixing this so we get this dough ready for the bagels. Just going to make sure these all dissolves in here. And we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We're just going to add the olive oil. And then we're just going to spoon in the flour a little bit at a time. Start out with our 2 cups to start. We need a rubber scraper again to scrape that down.
Seattle, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Nashville, Indianapolis, and St. Louis. And we're seeing very little.
So we're gradually adding this flour, and then we'll have another dough ready to go. And I'm going to get this bowl ready with some oil because we're going to have to let that sit in that for a little bit also. And get the bowl, a little oil in there. Like this dough looks like it's already taken up the flour, so the rolled dough was very moist and it kept taking more flour. This looks like it's going to be enough flour in this already. You can see this dough's a lot thicker already. So what I'm doing is continue to mix a little bit more, and then we'll We'll knead that a bit and we'll set that in a bowl and have that ready to go. Oh, because the videos, it takes a lot. Gonna knock that off the dough hook again so it continues to mix.
In a very short period of time, many have been delivered and hundreds of thousands
And stir our sauce a little bit more. You can see it's starting to steam. So that's almost ready. I hate to say it, but I did not make homemade sauce. This was enough homemade stuff. I cheated on the sauce. I hate to say it, didn't have time to do all that today. But we did get a lot done today. We did the doughs, and we made meatballs, and now we're getting bagels ready. So, like I said, these yeast breads, they take a while because they have to sit for almost an hour before you can start messing with the dough and start working with it. So that's the only problem with that. It takes a little while, so it's hard to tape these.
Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Kroger. We're joined by the leaders of the
So what I'm gonna do is get this and start kneading it again. And see, it's a nice smooth dough again. So we're just gonna knead this on a table, and if we need extra flour, we have our flour from what we didn't use.
Laboratory Association is a great food companies. These private sector leaders, along with others such as Roche, Abbott, Becton, Dickinson, Hologic, and Seth,
And kneading again, pushing and pressing and pulling.
have been exceptional partners in an unprecedented drive to expand the state's capabilities and our country's capabilities. The job they've done has been incredible. The testing that's been developed and being developed right now has been truly an amazing thing. I want to thank Abbott Laboratories for the job they've done. I want to thank Roche, and in particular those two have really stepped forward. Abbott with a 5-minute test that people can take, and in 5 minutes they know what the answer is. I'd like to ask
This is 7, makes 6. I a lot of times I'll divide it and double it, make smaller bagels, not the big ones.
45-day period when many of us met, and since then what Walmart and the others have done has been nothing short of amazing. So I just want to ask them to come forward and say a few words about their company, plus they're going to make a
All right, so you can see that's looking good. And I'm just gonna make it into a ball now. And all I'm gonna do is coat it with the oil and let that rest. Both sides, coat it. Nice smooth, then we're just gonna put a little paper towel over. And that's gonna rest a little bit. About probably an hour again. Sometimes I put it over here by the stove and that gets it to rise up nice because of the warmth over here. So just to show you how these are doing, they're getting nice. They just need to be browned a little bit. I'm actually going to separate them a little bit. I might even hit them a little bit more olive oil to help the browning. It sure smells good. I might try to put some in between so they don't stick together. So that just gotta go maybe another 10 minutes. Not that I'm gonna keep everybody on, but you guys get the idea how these look. And like I said, we wanna get them a little golden brown. They're getting there. But at this point, we're probably gonna, that'll be it for our, so these are our rolls for our meatballs. And then we have our bagel dough here, and we'll work with that again the next time we meet. So that is gonna be it for today, guys. And we will see you soon for the part 2 of the bagel section. All right, guys, have a good day.